What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I forgot to put these back. There we go. What's up, Goose Lover? Welcome. How are you doing? Getting back up. Ah. Okay. Back to the Reggie hunt. How is everybody doing today? Back hunting full odds. Reggie. Well, it's kind of full odds, Reggie. Kind of. It's like 1365 is what it is. It's not too bad. Made some progress last time, getting up to 200. Glad you're doing good. Been a while. Been a while. There we go. Glad everything's doing good. Been doing any shiny hunting or Tera raids lately? We got that event coming back here next weekend. Got next weekend with the Iron Treads and Great Tusks. And I guess Chestnut. Mostly shiny hunting. What's your most recent? Anything good? Anything good on the shiny side? Yep. There we go. I'm hoping we can get this Reggie before next weekend. That'd be nice. Oh, Rever Room? The golden. It's a nice gold. Goes from a silver to a gold, which is pretty nice. I think the golds look really good in Scarlet and Violet. Like they did a really good job revamping. I guess they didn't really revamp, but Fortress. The pre-evolution. So Varum should be Varum. When I got mine, it was in a mass outbreak, and yeah, it just ran into me. It just moves around constantly. So annoying. But I guess that's kind of what that Pokemon's known for, so. Definitely moves around a lot. A lot more than you would think it does. Couldn't get the Dratini. Ooh. Dratini's a really good shiny. Really good shiny. Was it like a wild? Because you could definitely just create your own outbreak for it. You could either A, soft reset, or create your own. Which are always options. I'm so close to just forcing my own Kumala. But I have to get herbs. I'm pretty much out of herbs, which is not good. You never get the shiny, or you don't get the outbreak. The shiny, yeah, the shiny can be really annoying, especially if you're forcing. Because if you get the outbreak, you pretty much have to dwindle it down to the best odds, and then just keep running away and coming back. That's where the outbreak sandwich hunting kind of gets a lot of time added on, just forcing it to respawn. But besides that, it's still pretty quick. Depending on the location, can make it annoying though. Really annoying. Yeah, the lag in the water is horrible. It's still lag lake. Like they did the update, and I believe we have another update coming right before. It's either right before or right at the event coming next weekend. But I still don't think it's gonna fix it. Because it is just so laggy. Which makes me feel so bad because Scarlet and Violet was like, it's a really good game. But then it having all the problems that it did was kind of tolerable because it's brand new open world Pokemon. But when you compare it to the new Zelda game, it's not even close. Like the graphics are just 10 times better on Zelda. And it does all the same things. So it makes it a real bummer. Real bummer. Yeah, to get the glitches to happen, you got to do it on purpose, which is kind of okay because that means you're trying to break the game essentially with dying and like trying to get them to happen. But the graphics and the lag is just amazing on the Zelda game, which makes it really sad for like Scarlet and Violet. Because if we could have had Scarlet and Violet be just like Zelda on launch, but all we had to do was like push the game back like a few months, maybe 1 to 2 months, then that'd be perfect. I'd be perfectly happy with that. Especially with the no lag. The no lag is big. I still have a bunch of lag whenever I go into the thicket, like over by the poison starbase. Poison starbase is really bad for me. Which is not fun when you're trying to like do Strudel and Amoonguss. I did. I got the DLC already. Pre-ordered both of it. Both of them, Scarlet and Violet. Just to see if there's going to be anything different. Because I guarantee they're going to have new Paradox Mons. Game exclusives. Which is kind of a bummer because the game exclusive should only be for like pre-order of the base game, but I guarantee they do it in the post game. I'm really hoping they bring back Dynamax Adventures though. Got the day it was announced. I think I got it like right after that. Like the day after or so. To get the Hisuian Zoroark. The payday. What is it? Payday? No, it's not payday. It's happy hour. Which, whenever they said for the DLC, which we already knew it was coming. But whenever they said that the Hisuian Zoroark was going to be attached to it, that was kind of a letdown for me because we had him in the trailers for the game. Like if he wasn't going to be in the base game, don't have him in the trailers. That was kind of a letdown for me, in all honesty. Good Pokemon, but no, it's breedable. It's completely breedable. I have a video on the channel for breeding it, I believe. You just use a Everstone and you'll be able to shiny hunt it down. Since it's just a form. What's up, Ozzy? How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm waiting for the Tera raids or the shiny hunt to continue. Gee, still haven't got the shiny score bunny. That's tough. That was what, the second one? The second one that came out? That's okay. I haven't gotten a lot of them either. I haven't really shiny hunted in that game lately. I just got time to shiny hunt again. And I just don't feel like shiny hunting in that game right now. Like I'm going to go back for the Tera raids and all that, but right now I think I'm going to go try and grab some of my legendaries. Shiny hunt the legendaries and mythicals. Like I still need a shiny hunt an Arceus in Shining Pearl. Which is like big on my to-do list. I haven't done any of the recent ones at all. I haven't had time to like really do any of them. Just sad. I normally just get on, grab the raid, and then that's all I got time for. I've been so busy. Hopefully, though, we have time to start carrying again, doing some more raids. The last three, that was, so Chestnut, Inteleon, and Samurott, I believe. Was there, or was Typhlosion? Was Typhlosion? But I guess now it's kind of, the Tera raids now are kind of like uneventful. Because you get the mark, which is nice. You get the special mark. But if you're going to shiny hunt it, you lose the mark anyway. And Pokemon Home is now here. So it kind of makes it useless. unless you want the mark. Because Mighty Smart's cool. I mean, I guess Typhlosion had like the 1% chance for it to be the smallest. Which was like an extra little thing. But that's about it. I mean, if you're still going to shiny hunt him, you end up losing all marks anyway. Which is not ideal. Not ideal, I feel. The moment they bring Pokemon in that are not in the game, like you can't actually transfer them in, makes it a little bit more special. So like, you can't transfer Venusaur and Blastoise, so I guess you could bring them in, and that'd give you a good reason to be in the raid. I know somebody was talking about Mewtwo coming to Terra raids. Probably for like another event right before DLC. That'd be pretty nice. But again, I mean, I hope that does come, and that is kind of, I hope that's a raid where it's shiny and has the mark. It's one of those like special event ones, because it'd make it so much better than just having the mark. You'd actually be able to get it shiny as well. And it would introduce a lot of people to Mewtwo that typically wouldn't have it if he just wasn't, like, if they didn't play any games before. It'd be pretty nice. Shiny hunt what? Mewtwo? Is that about Mewtwo? Never been able to shiny hunt Mewtwo. Well, by breeding. Yeah, Mewtwo doesn't... You can't breed because legendary, but if they introduce it in a special raid like they did Zora? No. Who's that one in Sword and Shield? Why can't I think of his name? What's up, Flygon? Welcome, welcome. I can't think of his name. He was the Thunder Cat. He was the Thundercat from Sword and Shield. He was a special shiny distribution, like, I can't think of his name. I don't know why. Finally, Eevee training your Sneasler. Let's go. I just started looking at Sneasler spreads for Terra raids. He actually has a very high attack stat. Very high attack stat. And having the poison I guess he has like Poison Touch and Dire Claw. Dire Claw seems like a very good move he can have if he wants a higher percentage, like to hit instead of Gunk Shot. Yeah, his defenses though they're not that great. Be honest with you, his defenses are not that great. I started looking at some of the abilities too. Like some of the abilities are really good. Like Ursaluna's got guts. Cleaver's got sharpness. What, Dire Claw? Yeah. Basically same thing. Very good sets though. One thing I found interesting about the Legends Arceus Pokemon, like the forms, Basculin Legion male and female forms are built completely different. One's a physical and one's a special attacker. And I think the Pokemon that got like the shortest end of the stick is Hisuian Gudra. Last Respects is pretty good. Hisuian Gudra's a signature move is just acid armor. It's shelter. Shelter is just a +2 to defense, and acid armor does the same thing, which it gets access to. But he does have like the best typing in the game now with Steel and Dragon. So it's not even like it's not even close anymore. Zacian has Steel and Fairy, which is really good. But now you have Steel and Dragon, which you have to deal with. Yeah, Zacian and Zamazenta's abilities got nerfed. They only activate once per battle now. Which isn't terrible. I mean, it's still a good ability. It's a free +1. A free +1 anytime is still gonna be good. Zamazenta's did too. It does the same thing. What's up, Whooper? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Zamazenta's got the same thing. It got the same treatment. It's just more noticeable because everybody talks about Zacian. How are you doing, Whooper? Long time no see. Yeah, people abuse Zacian. Like, everybody wants the super offensive mon and not the defensive mon. So, that's good to hear. The Zamazenta is really good. He was part of my last competitive team in Sword and Shield. And he's just a tank. Just an absolute tank. Don't even with the Showdown. Showdown is so broken. 5 Zacian and a Calyrex. Yeah, they're... It's really broken. Because that's all anybody does. They just run 5 legendary or 6 legendaries. And that's it. You can't. Especially right now. Since it's... Like, they're still trying to sort out Showdown for the Regulation D. So, they're definitely not able to do everything they're supposed to. Yeah, I mean, there's the people that tend to use legendaries, like spam the legendaries on Showdown, don't know how to use legendaries. Like, I mean, I was beating them with Obama Snow. They don't know how to use them. They don't know EV spreads. They don't know moves. They just know that the Pokemon's really powerful and can do a lot of work. Pokemon Sword and Shield right now is definitely used for getting legendaries. I mean, Dynamax Adventures is honestly the best way. And then you have, you know, all the Regis in the open or on their little quest, Calyrex. You have the Galarian Birds, Zacian and Zamazenta. Like, they're really easy to get in Sword and Shield, which I hope they bring to Scarlet and Violet. That'd be so great. Yeah. I mean, if somebody's using a Calyrex Shadow on an Ursaluna and uses Astral Barrage, nah, it's not going to work. It's just not. But they do know that Calyrex Shadow is a very strong Pokemon, and all you need to do is click Astral Barrage. So that's what they're going to do. That's all they know. I know you just want Flagon. We'll see if he's in the DLC, but I'm surprised if he's not, I would be surprised. Definitely be surprised if he's not. But no, Sword and Shield is the best way to get legendaries by far. I'm hoping to get the Regigigas shiny soon. Hopefully before DLC. And then just start doing Dynamax Adventures. Until DLC. Like, I'll jump back and do the Tera raids and stock up on money and stuff, but definitely need to get some shiny legends. Busting down Nintendo. Thanks, Whooper. I'm gonna need all the luck. No, I see Flygon getting like in the DLC easy. Especially the first one because it's like a mountainy area. Beldum is pretty much gonna be in every game. Beldum's kind of became a staple. So I highly see it being in the game. Definitely in the DLC. Easy. Beldum's a good shiny though. Really good shiny. Aggron's super defensive. Yeah, Silver and Gold's really, really good shiny. Definitely one of the top best shinies. Metagross and Aggron were, yeah, probably top steals. Aggron's super defensive though. Not much on the attacking side, but a giant wall. I got into like I started dabbling in competitive back when we had megas, and I made a team around him just to simply stand there and live. I just stall. Look at Aeroblast crit. Yeah. Aggron used to just be like a stallmon. Easy. Fight Milo. Ooh. Milo's a good one. I still say Sword and Shield has the best gym challenges. Like, Scarlet and Violet's are just horrible. Yo, let's go. Shiny in Pokemon Go. It's a good shiny. Not much, but I like it. Yeah, when they forfeit, that's when you know. Yeah, I feel like so everybody was like super like Sword or Scarlet and Violet when it came out, like, oh, the graphics are great, the music is great, this and that. But I came back to Sword and Shield to do a few things, like to transfer and stuff. The music's better, the battles are better, the game looks better. Like, I think Sword and Shield is just better than Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, definitely because he participated. I mean, Scarlet. I don't know who did Scarlet and Violet, but I don't know. The music makes the game. I mean, you got to think. I mean, especially you, Flygon, you deal with competitive and stuff like singles. The Dynamax music was so much better, and then in the stadiums, all the chanting. Level 100 makes the game. But like the chanting, and you go from a giant stadium to like a playground. It's a big downgrade. He's got some good music. Very good music. Shiny Lechonk. It's actually a Pokemon I don't have shiny. There's quite a few now. Even evolve it. Well, it has 2 forms, so just keep that in mind. I've actually thought about going back through Sword and Shield, but with only ice types to like give it a challenge. Oh, somebody missed the shiny Lechonk? It's pink. Like, it is a drastic change. Yo, let's go. It sucks that you lost your save file, but at least you were able to like get some. That's a big plus. That's a big plus. A competitive Lechonk would be, was it Aroma Veil or Sweet Scent? One of the two. got a good ability. A very good ability. Hey, being able to recover your entire party is, I feel, way better than anything else. Because your party kind of like comes with you all the time. You've dealt with them the most. Competitive Weasel. Yeah. And Gumi's good. But being able to bring your party, like being able to save your entire party, is definitely a big win. You kind of get attached to them more than anything else. I feel. Yeah, you got another shot at Reggie, shiny Reggie. The Galarian birds are shiny locked, but still get that shiny Reggie. Looks like gum with mold on it. Okay. I never shiny hunted Regilucky or Regidrago. I need to get those. So I'm gonna have to play through the whole game again if I want to do that. Yeah, Grimer and Muck look like chewed gum stuck together and melting. Shiny form of Grimer, Alolan Grimer, is good, but Muck doesn't change much. Got a hacked Regidrago. Yeah, there was a lot of hacks going on. That was like one downside, because it was like everybody was hacking everything in. Regidragos, Alekis, like all legendaries, all Pokemon. So like the downside was everybody was hacking, but being able to use that Regidrago to get a Regigigas of your own, that's pretty good. That's still a win. Definitely still a win. Plus, in Sword and Shield, it's 100% catch rate on the Regigigas for whatever ball you want, which is really nice. As a Reggie Rock once said. Mm-mm-mm. Oh boy. I love the Reggie noises. They're so good. Maybe they want you to catch an Igglybuff. I will say the one thing, in my opinion, that Sword and Shield did better, or Scarlet and Violet did better, is the weather. So an Igglybuff can like fly away in the wind, but the shiny will stay. That's really nice. That's like a really big, nice touch. See, it's not that you want to shiny on it. It wants you to shiny on it. Which Wooper? I'm a fan of Paldean Wooper. Actually, like Clodsire, really good. I love Clodsire. Clodsire is probably one of my favorite from the generation. Yeah, shiny hunting him is definitely rough because he becomes like this weird gray. The gray's not that good, but him and as a Pokemon, I'm a fan of. You can get him in a mass outbreak. Yeah, so you can actually get him in a mass outbreak. Really, really easy actually. You can force the mass outbreak. And you'll either have a Wooper or a Clodsire. Wooper easier to see. Clodsire is actually pretty easy to see if you know what you're looking for. Well, you can't find a shiny Hopbib because they want you to get an Igglybuff. That's why. That guy is. I don't know. I remember that one. By the water gym, I believe. The guy you're looking for to trade should be at the water gym. He'll trade you the Wooper for Wooper. And then just remember, if you do try and shiny hunt that Wooper, the Cantonian one, it will need to hold an Everstone as a Quagsire. Quagsire stall die. Whooper is good. Whooper is good. You don't like Quagsire? Geez, what Whooper fan are you? Oh no, Whooper's pretty cute. Whooper Eviolite though. I think Flygon can make you a competitive set for him. He's really good at the Eviolite sets. Really good with the Eviolite. Bad. Whooper does look way better than Quagsire. I can give you that one. Hands down. Whooper set probably water absorb if it gets it, and then Eviolite. Probably gets chilling water, mud slap, acid spray. Oh yeah, it gets acid spray. It might actually. I could see it getting acid spray. Oh boy. The Regis have the best noises. Then you got Regigigas that's like a zit, zit, zit. Him an Iron Golem, Reggie Steel. Sounds about right. Oh, there it is. Why is attack? Ever Earthquake, Aqua Tail, Ancient Power. Does it get Ancient Power? Oh no, I think it's something else. Water Tera type, unaware. I mean, what's its other abilities? Because I mean, unawares. Yeah. Unaware is good because it ignores stat buffs, but well, that's why they're not bringing Megas back. It's just torture. I'm actually glad they're not bringing Megas back. Defeated Milo. Let's go. Who'd you start with? Who'd you start with? I like that set. Oh, the Paldean Whooper. Terra Dark. Interesting. I would have probably went Tera ground because of water absorb. Oh, you started with a 79 Wooper. Okay, that's not your typical starting Pokemon there. But I guarantee Wooper swept. That Wooper is going to end up taking down Zacian or Zamazenta. Like, he's no hands down. No problem. It's just Score Bunny and put him in the box. He looked at that Score Bunny and was like, so I know you're super effective, but hear me out. Wooper. That's it. Just Wooper. He understood though. That Score Bunny understood that Wooper, he was no match. Hey, the stream would go crazy. 1 minute you're talking, and then you're planning on Wooper world domination. Instead of Ditto taking over, it's going to be Wooper. Arceus stands no chance. I mean, you know Arceus made Wooper in his true form of himself, right? That's what Arceus really looks like. Arceus is scared of Wooper. Oh no. What have we done with Wooper? Demon Slayer is really good. I actually need to watch the last 2 seasons. Yeah, he would know Wooper's going to take over. That's an easy win. Demon Slayer is good. I need to watch the last 2 seasons. Pokemon's God tier. I was actually just watching Journeys with my kids and got to the end. Really sad. Well, don't spoil it. I still got the last 2 seasons to catch up on. Or last season? I think it's the last season. Well, see, you can tell Wooper what to do, but Wooper knows best. So he's going to do what he wants. Done EV training Sneasler. Okay. Is that going to be a full attack Sneasler? Because I'm just going to tell you right now. When we talked, Ursaluna wasn't going to take it down. And Ursaluna will destroy Sneasler. Like, absolutely destroy. I don't care about reversal. I'm still going to knock you out. Because if you're going to keep clicking reversal, I'm just going to attack the other person. That's it. We broke up the same day. Oh. Focus as save. I mean, focus as saves you one turn. But see, that's the difference, though. I think you play singles. I play doubles. Singles is a completely different ballgame. Uber is too cool for that stuff. Yeah, so you play singles. I play doubles. Cooper runs the show, though. Well, that's not good. Can't wait to beat Leon to destroy Clara. Yeah, that's very reasonable. Very, very reasonable. Oh, only a level 100 Rayquaza. That I don't even think you could get in the game yet. Oh, I bet you could beat him with a Wooper. What is he? So you pick Score Bunny. That means he will have Cinderace. Cinderace, Charizard, Aegislash. I think that's it. Well, there's more, but Wooper has water, so you can deal with Cinderace and Charizard. Aegislash is Steel Ghost. He shouldn't have to worry about max overgrowth. It would be max Wildfire? Because he picks Cinderace. No. Yeah, you picked Score Bunny, so he would actually have Inteleon. Yeah. Yeah, so you'd be super effective against two of them, but you pick Score Bunny. So that means he's Inteleon, which you'd end up being neutral and can still deal with very easily. He's very frail. Very, very frail. And then you can take out Charizard with Wooper. Just make sure you have Eviolite. Yes, Goose. Flygon's building Sneasler Sneasler for singles play, I believe. I believe so. I think Sneasel can. I almost guarantee it can. Say almost. Yep, it does. Sneasler gets U-turn. I'm sorry, Wooper. I don't do trades. I don't normally do trades. But with Sneasler having such a high attack and low defenses, I think U-turn would actually be very, very useful on you. Being able to swap out. It should already have very high speed. Yeah, it's got a 120 base speed. So it's actually going to outspeed almost everything. That's a very high speed tier. Okay. Thank you, Uber. You shouldn't have to invest too much into speed, especially being a 120. You can actually just go ahead and put your defenses. You wouldn't faint. You'd definitely be able to get your U-turn off first. I don't know much about singles. Flygon definitely would know a lot more about singles than I do. I know a lot of doubles. Right now, doubles is, since I just jumped back into it a little bit, it's Hard Trick Room and Tailwind. You have the genies doing Tailwind to go ahead, give you the ability to outspeed. In singles, I feel like it might be the same thing, maybe not. Yeah, we were talking about singles and kind of what your format is. Because I'm not familiar with singles. Doubles is Tailwind right now with Tornadus, Prankster. Prankster Tailwind is back. And then Hard Trick Room. We were talking about U-turn Sneasler. So we're talking about U-turn Sneasler being able to go hit first and then get out, but yeah, Goose was interested in singles. Yeah, I didn't know what your speed tier was because 120 in VGC is typically very high. That's a very high speed tier for VGC normally. So you guys use Tailwind too? Yeah, okay. Nope, I don't want to battle. Only one I want to battle is my shiny. Hey, Flygon, by the way. Can you move that to uh competitive talk? There's There's one in the the Scarlet and Violet for whichever game you're wanting to go in. Oopa. Oopa daga. Sorry about that. Ooper going big in that one. So shiny. I'm you get a shiny. Oh. Oh, so Flygon is just a god. Along with Whooper. Flygon Emperor. Okay. Got different levels going on now. Definitely got different levels going on. I've actually had that happen before too. The game like doesn't register the weather correctly, so it just crashes. I had that happen once, and after that it quit, but it was still really weird. I'm not sure what made the game do that. Not setting the right weather can be really, really, really bad. Especially since you're wanting max flare to be sun and not rain. Because that can change your attack altogether. Just ran out of excuses and just crashed. That's normal. That seems to be very high on Pokemon's list right now. Maybe we go from Tera raids to, well, we go from bad eggs and a very laggy water, like lag lake, to Tera raids that break themselves, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Some of the glitches are funny. Some are not. Some are not so funny. Some are really, really annoying. Had a huge, huge head. Yeah, that would definitely be, that definitely would be a glitch. That'd be really annoying, honestly. Having to try and like see that, have the game load it. of a Clodsai's entire body. Yeah, there was like at the beginning, there was a lot of those bugs. Because like there was Pokemon doing that. There was your character getting super tall and like stretched out. I think Scarlet and Violet is the most bugged game Pokemon has put out in quite a while. Sword and Shield wasn't even that bad. Sword and Shield had some, but not like Scarlet and Violet has had on launch. Which makes me want to wonder what the DLC is going to have. Because I do not want the DLC to be super buggy as well. God, the whole fight. Oh. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, there was some really bad ones. Really, really bad ones. But hopefully they've fixed them all. Hopefully they fixed them all. Or are fixing them all. Yeah, the body proportions for everything was weird at the beginning. Really, really weird. Oh. Almost to 3. Almost to 300. Nope, too fast. Zit, zit. Zit, zit, all day long. Cha 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 cha. Cha 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 cha. Pretty much. Pretty much. They just kind of make a robotic noise. In Whooper religion, we don't believe in sales tax. The world of Whooper. Well, what do you do then? You don't do sales tax. Oops. There we go. Sales tax. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Reggie talk is so weird. Some of the best sounds, though. Best sounds. It's 300. 300 down. Only 1,000 more to go until full odds. Only 1,000. $1,997 more to go. Well, it's not that many. It should be about 13. No. Yeah, 13.95, 96. Around there for full odds. So making progress. Great year. I wonder what happened that year. Oh, I think Reggie's getting mad there. Back to back to back. Getting a little heated. Whooper language. That's what that is. Commits tax fraud cutely. Oh. Yeah, I can see it. Definitely see it. Just a little whooper walking in to a store and like trying to rob. Just a little whooper. Whooper would get away with anything. That's what it does. It is exactly why it would do it cutely. Exactly. Who can okay, on Wooper's level, who competes with Wooper on the cuteness level? It's so powerful. It got a Wooper caught a Pokemon trainer. None. Not even close. It's just him by himself. He's on a level all his own. Yeesh. There's got to be at least something near him. That's about it. That's about it. That's how it goes. Answer this question correctly and get a prize. Piplup's pretty cute though. You cannot deny that one. But I feel like the question you're going to be answering, the answer is Wooper. Because all answers are Wooper. Am I wrong? Red and blue? Why not green? What about Pokemon Yellow and Green? Well, Yellow was at first, but it was the... Oh no, which one came first? Oh, I don't remember which one came first. I think it was the Game Boy. Game Boy came first. Game Boy Color came later. Yeah, because I had both. I had the plug-in light. You're like sitting there trying to play in the car. Plus 1 subscriber. It's a good prize. Oh, I remember having a Game Boy. Game Boy though. I had the plug-in light. But before that it was you had to like if you were driving in the car or riding in the car in the back, you had the street lights that would like let you see every now and then. I remember playing like that. Say it's worth it. Then you had the link cable. The link cables are really good. That was a different time for Pokemon. That is not what we have now. Trust me, the only shiny I care about right now is the Regigigas, and I will not miss that one. I know that shiny. There's no way I'd miss a Regigigas shiny. He goes from yellow to purple. Ball. What ball am I going to catch him in? Is that what you're asking? No. Oh, he's going in a luxury ball. That's easy. I try and catch all my shinies in a luxury ball. The only ones I don't get a master ball. 100%. Luxury ball is the best Pokeball. Hands down. I have a set avatar at the end of Pokemon Sword. Luxury balls match it perfectly. Luxury balls are my favorite. You cannot beat the luxury ball. It looks so good. It's a little annoying because it's expensive, but it looks so good, so it doesn't even matter. Most people argue that you catch shiny Pokemon in quick balls, and I am not a fan of that. To me, that's horrible. It's a shiny. It needs to be showed off. Yeah, Hop's music is really good. All the music to me in Sword and Shield is top. Like, there's nothing that really beats it. I say the only thing that can compete is Legends Arceus music, and that's mainly Arceus final boss music. That's it. That's on a different level. But it's also because, like, what it is. It's the final boss. You are finally fighting God himself. Let's go. Nope. Yellow. Hello. Shiny shift tree. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Uber. I don't normally do trades. Plus, all my shinies I like to catch myself. I just like catching them myself. Zut, zut. Hop is spamming round. That's got to be the double. Well, double, yeah. Double spams round and tackle, I believe. Round can be annoying whenever you use it back to back to back. But if you can take care of it pretty quickly, it's not a problem. Toot toot. Yellow. Want the purple. Oh. Oop, it was yellow. What's up, Goose? All good. All good. Did he help you out with the singles team? Okay. You got a better understanding of singles now? I have not really done any singles. I tend to do doubles. Good team tryout. What's the team consist of? Anything new? Any Hisuian Mons? Did he get you caught up in the Sneasler strat? Oopa! Fortress, Great Tusk, Rim, Snarl, Sneasler, Gyarados, and Gengar. Ooh, I like the so let me guess. So Gengar can put toxic spikes down, I know that. I know singles runs a lot of that stuff. Great Tusk and Fortress are rapid spinners. Probably for hazards, right? And then Grimmsnarl for screens. Gyarados is Intimidate. Gengar. What's Gengar do? Burns? Something like that. I feel like it's along those lines. Probably gonna end on. I'm shooting for 400 tonight, so like 200 every time till we get there. But maybe we get it before then, so it's always a possibility. But I'm a really big fan of Great Tusk. Great Tusk is also good in doubles. I run mine with Salt Vest. Good shiny on a Wooper. Yeah. Oh, attack. So he's a main attacker. That's interesting. Gengar has lots of. He's very versatile. He always has been. It's a little bummer that he doesn't really have Levitate, but what can you do? They don't believe they gave it back to him. No. If he still had Levitate, he'd be definitely on every single team. Like, hands down. It's interesting. Yeah, offense. Yeah. I know singles does a lot of hazards with like spikes and stuff like that, so you need a rapid spinner and along those lines. But definitely looking at the team as somebody that does like doubles, like VGC, it makes my brain very confused because Grimmsnarl screams very simple. Gyarados is an Intimidator. That's going to be interchangeable. Fortress doesn't really have a spot. And then Great Tusk, very strong attacker, and Gengar is normally a Curse Body, Will-O-Wisper, or attacker. So like looking at it like from that standpoint, you wouldn't really be able to tell what the team does. You know what each individual Pokemon tends to do, but you don't know what they do. Or how they work together. Gotta name your Regirock. Yeah. I'd like to see how they do spreads and moves, like in items for singles. Rapid Spinner on Fortress and on more attack on Great Tusk. Yeah. Fortress has always been known for Rapid Spin. I know. In doubles, he's a Curse Body. So you would run Curse on him and he'd get a bunch of stat boosts and be able to do stuff like that. But Fortress is a very good Rapid Spinner for sure. And Great Tusk is a very strong attacker. Very strong attacker. Oh. What Regigigas has. It's all he's got. Okay. Over in the The VGC chat. Her. You have to check that out. Definitely have to check that out. What? Boogie? Finally ran into Beat again. Yeah, Beat's really annoying. It's got to be like the most annoying part. Because, like, not only do you have your rival, you actually have somebody else as well with Bead. Like, Hop by himself is perfectly fine, but once you throw Bead in there, too annoying. Slugma? That's somebody that needs to come back. Matt Cargo? Those guys I want to see come back. I'm hoping they bring the fossils back as well in DLCs. Really hope my boy Bastion comes back. I'm very interested to see who they actually pull from the DLC, because there's talks that there's no more regional forms. There's no more regional forms. There's no variants like convergent species like the Diglett was. So I'm very interested to see what they kind of do. Obviously, there's going to be Paradox Mons. That's just like a guaranteed. But they're going to have to do something. It depends. I mean, Sword and Shield had 2, but this one that we're getting is broken up in 2. So I don't know if they're going to count that as one DLC. If they count it as one, then I think that's all we're going to get. But if they count it as if they count it as one, we're going to get another one. If they count it as 2, then I don't think we'll get another one. It depends. And it really depends on what the leaks are kind of like coming up with. Because right now I keep seeing stuff about like another Legends game. Which would be cool, but needs to be different than what Arceus was. The next Pokemon game? Ooh, we are way too close. Or far away to trying to pick the next legendary game. The next Pokemon game we like for the series would be we'd have maybe a better understanding after the DLC since they tend to hide stuff in it. Plus we get to go through cycle of like a remake or a spin-off, which tells us a lot about what games are coming. Orange and teal through The Rock and Kevin Hart. Oh, I mean, The Rock's already kind of already in the game. Yeah, so if they're counting it as one DLC, then we pretty much can guarantee we're going to get another one. I don't understand why they're splitting it up between fall and like winter. Why they're breaking them both up. I know the Blueberry Academy, the second one, the one in winter, looks to me more like battle towers than anything. I think it's gonna be more focused on competitive and battling and stuff like that. Where I think the Teal Mask is gonna be more story driven. Maybe. But if they both don't have a lot of content, I don't know how I'm going to feel about them breaking it up, because then it's kind of like they dragged it on. Cuz say the Teal Mask has like special forms like they're supposed to before Distortion World, that would be kind of cool. Like, so say in the Teal Mask they have special forms, which we're kind of already like alluding to, but that's it. Like, just the Pokemon get special forms, and then in the next one we have the extra the Paradox Mons. That's going to be a big letdown. But if we end up having special forms in both and Paradox forms in both, then I think it'd be a lot better. Because like Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor, you had like a big Pokédex bump, which then we had to complete the Pokédex. But by the time you were like maybe a week out from the DLC, you were already through the story. You had already got your Urshifu, you already did everything. Where the Crown Tundra, you had Dynamax adventures, so you could actually go do something constantly. And you had the Calyrex quest, the Galarian Birds quest, the Regigigas quest. Like, it had a lot more content than Crown Tundra or Isle of Armor. So it's gonna have to have a lot of stuff going on. But a Pokemon Legends Giratina before the Distortion World would be very cool, but I don't think they're going to do anything with Giratina. Yeah, there was two separate Pokédex because each one you had base game, you had Crown Tundra, and then you had Isle of Armor. They were all separate Pokédex entries or Pokédexes. Which some of those Pokemon actually just overlap from base game. I don't think we'll get to 1,000 in one game. I don't think we'll get them all in one game. But I think we could be sitting up at like, I don't know, 800 maybe? If they don't add any new ones and they just bring back the old forms, like old Pokemon. I just hope if they do that and they do have the Pokédexes, they actually have them all count as one. Because whenever you save your game in Sword and Shield, it just says 400, even if you have all the other Pokédexes completed. Which is more than 400. Yeah, now that I think about it, Crown Tundra actually had a lot. You had the Regis, every single Reggie, the new Reggie. You had Calyrex, you had the Galarian Birds, and then you had Virizion, Terrakion, Cobalion. You had the Swords of Justice. I forgot about them. Yeah, I hope it's just an extension. Like, I really hope it's just an extension to where it just makes it bigger. Because I think that'd be a lot better. Instead of having to like go through and figure out what you're missing from which Pokédex. It can just be one mass Pokédex. In my opinion, that'd be a lot better. And not have some that are like the same. Because Crown Tundra's Pokédex had like example is Snorlax and Munchlax. They were in that Pokédex, but they were also in the base game of Sword and Shield. So they were already registered. Yes, I will be. Be back with Reggie. Oops, too fast. Yep, we'll be back with Reggie hunting. Pretty much up until either A, we get it, or B, when Chestnut comes back with Iron Treads and Great Tusk. We'll be doing Great Tusk and Iron Tread raids because you will be able to shiny hunt them. And then once those events are over, I will most likely head back to Reggie. Unless they announce another 7-star raid, then we might have a Tera build raid, like Tera build stream, where we can just sit here and make Tera builds. Hearing that 400. $67. $367. Can we get it before 400? Or 400. Ching. Ching. 370. Or not purple. Not purple. Say. Welcome back. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh. Oh, too fast. Too fast. Dut. Oh. 380. 380. Oh. Too fast again. Keep going too fast. No. Nope. '84. Oh. $385. We're almost at the best part. What is the best part? What's the best part, Ozzy? That 400, 500 range. I mean, that range is probably pretty good. Considering it's 1365 for the odds. I think once we get to about 500, that's when we're going to have pretty good odds of getting it. I think that's about the range we're going to start getting closer. I honestly expect this to go to that 500. Honestly, I think it might go all the way up to like 700 range. I honestly think it would get to that 700 range. The plan is tomorrow. So I try to knock out streams on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Normally when Tera raids are going as well. But I am going to be trying to be doing more streams. Since I am getting ahead of everything. Finally have more time to do it. Nine more till 400. It's true. Come on before 400. Trying to make your team competitive. Skeletors, Gyarados, Hydreigon, Lucario, Tyranitar, and Scizor. Should do for their builds. We're reaching level 100. Yeah, you can bottle cap them in Scarlet and Violet. You can actually bottle cap at level 50. And then yeah, the next question would be just like Goose said, is it for duos like VGC or solo? Because that would definitely change up how you're gonna run. But from what I'm seeing, it's a solid team. Right now, like it's a solid team, but then right now in Regulation D, since that is going to be the new regs for next month, I want to say it's next month. You're going to be going against legendaries and Hisuian forms. So you're going to be definitely at a disadvantage. But if it was a normal regulation, it would be a very, very solid team. Solo. So from a solo standpoint, I don't feel comfortable answering that because I don't know much about solo. But I know in the VGC, like those Pokemon are very good. I know solo has like a lot of rapid spin, a lot of spike users, stuff like that. That you could definitely be running into. I don't think anybody gets rapid spin on that team. So in a solo standpoint, I think you definitely have a problem. But besides that, I mean, the Pokemon you picked are very good Pokemon. They're very good in VGC. For solo, I just don't know. And the team as a core is actually very solid. Because I mean, if you swapped out the Gyarados if you did VGC, or it would probably work in solos as well. But if you swapped out Gyarados for like a Tornadus with a Prankster Tailwind, your team could actually just sweep. Besides that, it's pretty solid. Oh. Yeah, I think Tyranitar can set up spikes. But yeah, a Rapid Spinner and a support mod would be very helpful. I think Skeletor gets a lot of support. And Lucario. If 400 is the shiny, I would freak out. But I'd freak out anyway. But 400 with the shiny would be insane. But yeah, you definitely need a Rapid Spinner and then a support. Oops, no, don't close. And number 400. Is this going to be the one? Let's go number 400. No. It's not. That's sad. But we're 400 down, so that's really good. Being 400 down on 1,000 is that 1365. Tomorrow we should be able to get to 600. Yeah, we should be able to get to 600. That's gonna knock off a lot. It's gonna be really good. But that is gonna be it for today. I'll make it on the best version they could be. I'll think about 601. We'll see. I think they could be really. I think that team can be really good. In all honesty, I would definitely hop in the Discord and talk to Flygon. He knows a lot more about that than I like the singles aspect. I know more like VGC. I know a lot more doubles because that's what I play. But like that's more of a Flygon question. He does a lot more of the singles, and Goose knows some of singles now because she was Flygon was helping Goose out. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. We're gonna be going probably to 600, maybe 601, because Whooper wants to. We'll see. Bye.